30 a lot, very good. Right, toss up 17. On this show, characters named for Margaret Thatcher and James Callaghan were killed by cold weather in 1982. They had replaced Frida, who had an A painted onto her shell after it was discovered.
Blue Peter.
Is correct, 15. The paintings look Sawley's Barn, Snow in New York, a product of an early 20th century school for 10 points each. Name that school that emphasised realistic art and often depicted urban, seedy subjects. No, it's the Ashcan School. This artist of Snow in New York, who expounded his views in the book The Art Spirit, led the Ashcan School. No, it's Robert Henry. Henry's most famous pupil was this artist of Automat and Nighthawks.
Yeah,
10 points, I think that was 10 to set. Toss up 18. The Chobe River crosses this region that lost the island of Kasikili in 1999. Lion Beezy Lake is its largest body of water, and Lozi is the most common language spoken in its largest settlement, Katima Mulilo. This area was named for the German Chancellor who secured its 1890 annexation in return for Zanzibar.
Heligoland.
No, -5. The Okavango and Zambezi rivers partly bound for 10 points what narrow region of eastern Namibia?
The Kalahari Desert.
No, it's the Caprivi Strait. Toss up 19. A youth named Pin steals a Nazi's gun in this author's early novel, The Path to the Nest of Spiders.
Italo Calvino.
Fantastic, He wrote about an artist named Charles Strickland, whose life was based on that of Paul Gauguin. In one novel, for 10 points each, named this British author of The Moon and Sixpence, who also wrote Cakes and Ale.
Oh, it's Somerset Maugham.
Somerset Maugham.
Correct. Maugham masterpiece may be this novel, whose protagonist, Philip Carey, has a club foot.
Isn't it Human Bondage?
That's what I was thinking as well. Of human bondage.
Correct, 10 points. A pilot named Larry Darrell, whose fiancée Isabel breaks off their engagement after Larry returns from World War I, is the protagonist of this other Maugham novel.
My knowledge of Maugham novels is gone now.
Very long.
No, I can't think.
No.
That's a tough one. The Razor's Edge.
Oh,
Should we have a score check? Just about got 5 toss-ups today.
Cambridge have 175 and Oxford have 345.
Toss-up 20. This ruler took in Hippias, an exiled tyrant. In one account, he fixed a horse race against Otanes and 5 others to gain power. He commissioned the trilingual Behistun inscription, succeeded the impostor Galmata, attacked the Scythians, put down the Ionian revolt, and created the satrap system. For 10 points, name this ruler whose army lost at Marathon.
Xerxes.
Sorry?
Xerxes.
No, -5, it goes over. The Persian father of Xerxes the First.
Darius.
Prompt.
The third.
No, I'm afraid not. It's the first, or Darius the Great. I could have accepted either of them, because I'm unlucky. So, toss up 21. This work's third part describes a weary time which is interrupted when the speaker beholds something in the sky, which turns out to be a skeleton ship piloted by a spectre woman.
Divine of the Ancient Mariner.
Yeah, very good, 15. For 10 points in each, name these actors who play extensively fictionalised versions of themselves in films. In the 2009 film Cold Souls, the star of Sideways and Lady in the Water played himself as a distressed actor who has his soul removed to simplify his life.
Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti.
Correct, 10 points. This actor changed his middle name from Gavin to Horatio to play a variation on himself in the 1999 Spike Jonze film, in which John Cusack finds a way of being in his head.
John Malkovich.
Correct, 10 points. In the French film JCVD, this Belgian action star plays a down-and-out version of himself, who tries to remake his image as a hero when he is caught in a post office heist.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Correct, 10 points and 30 to step. Toss up 22. In his last position, he agreed to the Noumea Accord, resumed nuclear tests on Mururoa, and called a referendum that reduced his second term to 5 years. He had a...
Jack Chirac.
Is correct for 15. In this novel, Johnny Fontaine loses his singing voice due to warts on his vocal cords, leading to an equine murder for 10 points each. Name this 1969 novel, which also features the characters Peter Clemenza, Tom Hagen, and Vito Corleone.
Godfather.
Is correct. This author of The Fourth K and The Last Bond became an overnight sensation for writing The Godfather. Correct. for 10 points. The sequel to The Godfather sees Michael Corleone charged with bringing Salvatore Giuliano from Italy to America. Any answer?
Godfather 2.
The Sicilian. Okay. Toss up 23, the penultimate one. This man's biographer, Friedrich Katz, suggested that a shabby German agent named Felix Sommerfeld paid $340,000 to this man's arms suppliers. He had been sympathetic to the US until his break with the constitutionalist Carranza government. The first air combat missions in US history were launched by General Pershing following, for 10 points, the raid on Columbus, New
Hampshire.
is correct for 10 points. This phylum includes the subphylum Myriapoda for 10 points each. Name this phylum of invertebrate animals identified by their segmented bodies and exoskeletons.
Arthropods.
Okay, arthropods.
Is correct. Arthropod circulatory systems have this cavity, the beta internal organs with bodily fluids like blood and lymph.
Oh no, sorry, that's the pseudocoelom.
Pseudocoelom.
No, it's the hemocoel. The exoskeleton of arthropods consists primarily of this polysaccharide, also found in the cell walls of fungi.
Chitin.
Is correct for 10 points, so 20%. Final toss-up. This scientist proposed building a telegraph from galvanometers and suggested that electricity consisted of nuclear charge. He names a law governing the force between wires, as well as a refinement of the Biot-Savart law that had a displacement current term added to it by Maxwell. That law gives the magnetic field around a current carrying wire. For 10 points, identify this namesake of the SI.
Ampere.
Is correct for 10 points. 10 points each named as French thinkers of the Enlightenment. This chief editor of the encyclopedia wrote about the ethics of colonisation in his supplement to the Journey of Bougainville. Correct. Another contributor to the encyclopedia was this brother of the Abbé de Marly, whose essay on the origin of human knowledge established the reputation of John Locke in France. No, you were near Condé. This author of the treatise on tolerance is known for using the phrase "crush the infamous" to denounce the superstition of the Catholic Church.
Voltaire.
Voltaire's correct for 10, which ends the game.